What if the vitamins you take each morning are quietly doing more harm than good? According to data published in JAMA, older adults who take the wrong supplements may face up to a 40% higher risk of early death. This isn't just a scare tactic, it's backed by medical evidence. Some vitamins, when overused or taken in the wrong form, can harm your brain, heart, and nerves, even at standard doses. And unfortunately, many seniors are unknowingly taking these daily. After 65, your liver slows down, your kidneys don't flush excess nutrients like they once did, and your nervous system becomes more delicate. As a result, certain vitamins can build up, damage your cells, and mimic symptoms we often blame on aging. But here's the truth. These issues aren't just getting older. They're preventable. In this video, we'll reveal 4 vitamins you should completely avoid after 65, and 4 you should start using daily. Stick around till the end, because one of the recommended vitamins has been linked to a 36% lower risk of death in a large European study. Before we begin, drop a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. Now let's talk about the harmful ones. Starting with a vitamin most people assume is harmless. Vitamin number 4. Retinol-based vitamin A. Vitamin A is often praised for supporting eyesight, immunity, and skin health. But for seniors, especially those taking multivitamins or liver-based supplements, too much vitamin A, specifically in the form of retinol, can cause toxic buildup. Here's why. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. Unlike water-soluble vitamins that flush out, this one gets stored in your liver and fat tissues. And as you age, your liver processes things more slowly. So the vitamin A you take today doesn't just leave your system, it sticks around and accumulates. Over time, this buildup can quietly become toxic. The symptoms? Dry skin, dizziness, blurred vision, and joint pain, things we often mistake for normal aging. But it gets worse. A 2022 study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that too much vitamin A in older adults raised the risk of atrial fibrillation by 25%. That's an irregular heartbeat that greatly increases the chance of a stroke after 65. If your supplement label includes retinol or retinol palmitate, it's time to reconsider. Yes, your body still needs vitamin A, but not in this synthetic form. Instead, get it from food-based sources like sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, and eggs. These contain beta-carotene, a gentler form your body converts to vitamin A only when needed. That means no buildup, no toxicity. And don't ignore your multivitamin label. Anything over 700 micrograms for women or 900 micrograms for men may be harmful over time. The smart choice? Avoid synthetic retinol entirely and stick to real, nutrient-dense foods. That's your first warning. But there's more. Let's move to the next dangerous vitamin. Vitamin number 3. Iron supplements. Iron is essential, but after 65, it can quietly become a long-term health risk. You may have heard that iron helps with fatigue or low energy. It's commonly prescribed for anemia and included in senior multivitamins to help with brittle nails or tiredness. But here's what most people don't know. After 65, your body doesn't lose iron like it once did. You no longer menstruate. And unless you've had blood loss from surgery or illness, your iron levels tend to remain steady, or even rise. Iron doesn't flush out easily. It's stored in your liver, heart, and pancreas. Over time, it accumulates, and that's where the danger begins. Too much iron causes oxidative stress, damaging cells, increasing inflammation, and speeding up the aging of your organs. It also encourages the production of lipid peroxides, which are linked to Alzheimer's, cancer, and heart disease. Most seniors don't actually need extra iron. You already get it from meat, beans, leafy greens, and fortified grains. Adding a supplement on top can push you into toxic territory. And the signs of iron overload? Joint pain, tiredness, memory problems, or heart palpitations. All things that can be mistaken for aging. But inside, excess iron might be harming your brain, heart, and liver. And unlike low iron, high iron takes much longer to fix. So what should you do? First, check your multivitamin label. If it contains iron, stop and talk to your doctor. Ask for a serum ferritin test and a transferrin saturation test to check your levels. If your iron is high, your doctor may advise reducing red meat and cutting all supplements with iron. The better choice? Choose senior-specific multivitamins that say iron-free on the label. Iron might be helpful when you're young, but past 65, it can do more harm than good. Vitamin number 2. Calcium. Calcium supplements are everywhere. They're promoted in TV ads, handed out at doctors' offices, and included in most bone health multivitamins. But taking calcium alone, without the right cofactors, can raise your risk of heart attack, stroke, and artery calcification. Yes, calcium is important, but where it ends up matters more than how much you take. In your younger years, your bones soak up calcium efficiently, but after 65, your bones absorb less, and the leftover calcium has nowhere good to go. Instead, it settles in soft tissues, joints, and worst of all, your arteries. Many seniors think they're protecting their bones, but in reality, they're increasing their risk of cardiovascular issues. On top of that, calcium supplements can cause constipation, bloating, and interfere with the absorption of other key minerals. If you take medications like acid blockers for acid reflux, which many older adults do, calcium absorption becomes even harder, so you're left with less bone support and more strain on your digestive and circulatory systems. So what's the smarter option? Get your calcium from food, like leafy greens, sardines with bones, yogurt, chia seeds, and almonds. Your body absorbs this type much better and without the dangerous side effects. If you do need extra calcium, make sure it's paired with vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. These nutrients help shuttle calcium into your bones and away from your arteries. If your multivitamin contains 500 to 1,000 milligrams of calcium, and you already eat calcium-rich foods, it's time to reevaluate. Your bones don't just need more calcium. They need movement, hormone balance, and the right nutrients to work together. Vitamin number 1. High-dose vitamin B6. This one often surprises people. Vitamin B6 is water-soluble, which sounds safe. It's used for energy, nerve function, and even brain fog. It's in many multivitamins and recommended by doctors. But in high doses, especially after 65, B6 can cause serious nerve damage. Here's the issue. Unlike most water-soluble vitamins, B6 can accumulate in your nerve tissue. And once it builds up, it becomes neurotoxic. That means it can cause numbness, burning feet, tingling hands, poor balance, and weak muscles. Many seniors with these symptoms are misdiagnosed with diabetic nerve damage, when the real problem is too much B6. The recommended upper limit is 100 milligrams per day, but research shows that even 50 milligrams daily over time can trigger symptoms in older adults. Many brain boosters or nerve support supplements contain over 100% of the daily limit. And if you're also taking a multivitamin, you might be unknowingly stacking doses. Recovery from B6 toxicity is slow and sometimes incomplete. Older adults are especially at risk due to slower metabolism, reduced liver clearance, and common conditions like thyroid or blood sugar imbalances. So what's the safe amount? You only need about 1.5 milligrams daily for women and 1.7 milligrams for men. You can easily get that from real foods like turkey, chickpeas, bananas, and tuna. Unless a doctor has diagnosed you with a clinical deficiency, there's no reason to supplement B6 in high doses. Check your labels. If your supplement contains more than 5 to 10 milligrams per serving, it's time to rethink your routine. When it comes to B6, more isn't better, especially after 65. More might mean lasting nerve damage. Now, let's count down the 4 most essential vitamins every adult over 65 should take daily, starting from the least to the most critical vitamin number 4. Magnesium. The silent deficiency hurting seniors. Magnesium is often left out of senior supplement routines, and that's a major problem. As you get older, your body's natural magnesium levels drop. Why? Because aging reduces absorption in the gut. The kidneys excrete more of it, and many common medications like blood pressure drugs and acid blockers flush magnesium out of the system even faster. The symptoms sneak in slowly: leg cramps, fatigue, anxiety, irregular heartbeat, poor sleep, and insulin resistance. These are often mistaken for signs of aging, but in reality, they may just be symptoms of low magnesium. Magnesium is essential for over 300 body functions. It regulates blood sugar, controls blood pressure, calms the nervous system, supports muscle contraction, and keeps your heart rhythm steady. Research shows that magnesium deficiency in older adults is linked to memory issues, AFib, type 2 diabetes, and even dementia risk. But not all magnesium supplements work. Magnesium oxide, for example, is cheap, but poorly absorbed and causes digestive discomfort. Better choices for seniors include magnesium glycinate, magnesium malate, or magnesium citrate. These are gentler on the stomach and better absorbed. Ideal daily intake: between 250 and 400 milligrams, depending on your health and diet. You can also support your levels naturally with foods like almonds, black beans, pumpkin seeds, spinach, and avocado. But due to modern soil depletion and medications, supplements are often still necessary after 65. Vitamin number 3. Vitamin D3, the longevity hormone. Vitamin D3 isn't just a vitamin. It's actually a hormone that plays a major role in bone strength, immunity, brain health, and overall energy. But here's the problem. Once you're past 65, your skin loses the ability to make enough D3 from sunlight. You might think you're getting enough, but odds are you're not. Low D3 has been connected to fatigue, depression, fragile bones, weak muscles, and higher infection risk. In one major 2020 study published in the British Medical Journal, older adults with low vitamin D levels had up to a 50% higher risk of respiratory illness and a 30% higher overall risk of death. D3 also helps reduce inflammation and helps immune cells fight off infections. In the brain, it plays a key role in regulating mood and preserving memory. Seniors low in D3 are more likely to struggle with brain fog, low mood, and dementia symptoms. But most multivitamins don't give you enough. The recommended daily intake is just 600 to 800 IU, but most older adults need closer to 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day, or more if their blood levels are low. Always choose D3 cholecalciferol, not D2. It's better absorbed and works more effectively in the body. It's best taken with food that contains some fat, like nuts or avocado, to help absorption. If you haven't had your D3 checked, ask your doctor, because fixing this one nutrient can change how you feel, mentally and physically, in just weeks. Vitamin number 2. Vitamin B12, the brain and nerve protector. If you're over 65, there's a good chance your B12 levels are already dropping, and the signs are often missed. Memory loss, tingling feet, balance problems, fatigue. They seem like signs of getting older, but they may actually be B12 deficiency symptoms. B12 is essential for red blood cells, nerves, and brain function. But as you age, your stomach produces less acid, which is necessary to absorb B12 from food like meat, fish, or dairy. That means even a perfect diet might not be enough. To make things worse, medications like antacids and metformin commonly taken by seniors, reduce B12 absorption even more. If left uncorrected, low B12 can mimic Alzheimer's, cause walking instability, numbness, and muscle weakness. It can even lead to irreversible nerve damage. That's why many experts now recommend seniors over 65 stop relying on food alone and take a daily B12 supplement. The best forms are methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin, in doses between 500 and 1,000 micrograms daily. They're safe, effective, and easily absorbed through your mouth, especially if taken as a sublingual tablet. If you haven't had your B12 levels tested recently, ask your doctor. It might be the most important number in your blood work, because correcting it can help your brain, nerves, and energy bounce back quickly. Vitamin number 1. Omega-3 fatty acids, the lifespan extender. It's not technically a vitamin, but no list of essential supplements for seniors is complete without omega-3 fatty acids. EPA and DHA, the two active forms, are found in cold water fish like salmon and sardines, and are crucial for brain, heart, joint, and eye health. In a huge 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, seniors with the highest omega-3 levels had a 36% lower risk of death from all causes. Another major study found a 45% reduction in fatal heart attacks among older adults who took omega-3 supplements. That's not all. Omega-3s also reduce joint pain, protect memory, ease inflammation, and help stabilize mood. They form the structure of brain cells and help communication between nerve cells, which is key to maintaining mental clarity and reducing cognitive decline after 65. But 68% of adults over 60 are deficient in omega-3s, simply because they're not eating enough fish or taking a supplement. The best solution? A high-quality fish oil supplement that provides at least 1,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day. If you have heart concerns or inflammation, you might need up to 2,000 milligrams daily, under your doctor's guidance. Always choose a supplement tested for heavy metals and purity. Look for triglyceride form, it's absorbed better. If you're allergic to fish, there are vegan alternatives that supply DHA made from algae. Omega-3s don't just add years to your life, they add life to your years. Now you've seen both sides. The 4 vitamins that could harm you after 65, and the 4 that could truly help you stay sharp, strong, and energized. It's not about taking more, it's about taking smarter. Always choose the right forms, the right doses, and the right reasons for each supplement. If this helped you, tap the like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Healthy Front, your daily guide to aging with energy, clarity, and strength. And tell us in the comments, which vitamin surprised you the most?